Oh, you're recording.
Yeah, you.
Don't mind me. I just have some snacks here.
It's okay. I'm just gonna be drinking my drinky drink.
I really did have snacks. I don't know if you really had a drink.
I do. It's a 64-ounce jug of water.
Oh, nice. I
Yeah,
feel
trying to
so
be.
legit. It's like because I have it set up to the interface, so I can like hear myself and you through the interface and everything, and it just makes me feel like a podcaster.
I'm happy for you. I'm just looking at two waveforms on one screen, and then there's another screen of, just the internet. So I'm a little less official, but
I know. You know what's funny? When I was looking up the microphone, I feel like I'm talking in a podcaster voice. What's funny is when I was looking at my microphone and deciding if I should switch, I typed in like Audio Technica 2035, and it was like, "Do you mean the podcasting microphone?" And I was like, "Oh, I guess it does work for podcasting." And the first video was like, "How to set up your 2035 for perfect podcasting." And I was like, "Oh, I guess I'm keeping this microphone." Like,
I mean, yeah, it sounds really good.
yeah, it's like I was setting it up a lot and doing a bunch of stuff. The only thing is, I feel like now that we're doing this, it's really directional. Like when I look over here, it's like,
Well, I mean, that's not bad
hello.
because I still
Yeah,
feel like my waveforms are way smaller than yours.
I don't
Not.
know. They look pretty equal for me.
Hmm.
You want to do the talking thing again to really? Hello,
Hello.
testing when I'm in. I'm in. Oh, look, yours got really big.
That's what she said. Damn
It's a grower.
it. Yeah, I'm definitely not a shower. I'm just a grower.
So, me too. So the problem with Zencaster, I was looking up, is we can't do any audio or anything. It's just this.
But we're doing audio.
I
What do you mean?
mean, I know I should have specified. Like we can't do music or sound effects or anything else except the microphone.
Huh. That might be problematic.
I'm eating a donut. I literally was going to get snacks when you texted me back.
I mean, yeah, it's been impeccable timing this week.
I feel you. I
We're
understand. I know
we were
you.
supposed to do this, and then literally the day of, Megan's like, "Let's just redo The Office that you've wanted to do for 6 months." So I'm like, "All right, I'm not gonna miss this opportunity." So
Yeah, no, it's fine. Get yourself ready to move. That's the only reason it was okay. I was like, oh, they can have a nice room, so when they're leaving. But I was thinking of doing the same thing to my office here, even though it's like brand new rugs. Um, but I've been wanting to swap it out for wood, so it's really interesting that you did the same thing, and now I'm like, oh, maybe I should do that now.
yeah, we've done it in the baby's room, we've done it in our bedroom, and now the office. And now since this is pretty much where I spend like 15 hours a day,
I know.
I might as well just enjoy the room that I'm
I
in.
need to spend more time in my office and actually work in here.
I
Like, I
mean,
end up working in the living room and getting mad distracted by the world around me.
yeah.
Today I was trying to record. I'm delaying my next making it to a million video till Wednesday.
No, what
Already
happened?
starting off bad. No, because I wrote out my script. I was right. It's like not really a script. I like have my thoughts and I write everything
Yeah,
down.
like an outline.
Kinda. And then it ended up being 10 pages long, 10 to 12 pages long. Um, which is I guess good because it comes out to like a minute a page around something like that. Um, so after writing it out like for days and hours or whatever, I just couldn't record it today. I just had a headache and I was having trouble concentrating and speaking, and I kept like muttering and stuff like that, and it just wasn't working. And then finally I was like, I'm really stressed out about this. Like I was like, I feel like I shouldn't be this stressed out about it because I have like 6 followers. And I was like, maybe I'll just push it till tomorrow, to the like finish this tomorrow, and then Wednesday I'll post it. Like I definitely want to keep posting and keep on it, but I also don't want to like ruin my days.
Yeah,
So
that's fair.
I gotta get used to. I gotta get used to it. It's still weird talking in front of a camera and doing all that.
Yeah, I
It,
mean, I have the easy uh, creations, I guess. Well, I wouldn't even consider them creations at this point, but
but
my videos are easier because it's just me
yeah,
playing a skate game. I'm trying to branch out on that,
yeah.
but
But
yeah,
right now it's just a skate game.
yeah. Right now, it's I tried other things. I was like, ooh, I think it's called like Planet Zoo. I'm like, let's no Planet Coaster. I was playing that, and I'm like, this isn't going well because all
Did
of
you
my RAM
upload
is
that
being
one?
eaten. No, I didn't. All of my
Oh,
RAM was being eaten up. So like the game just was like at like 2 frames per second. It was
and
horrible.
you're playing on your computer.
Yeah,
Same for the skate game, right?
yeah,
Yeah, because you just got a capture card.
yeah. It's sitting in front of me. I haven't even tested it out yet. So I
It
mean,
literally,
eventually.
it's like plug and play. Like you don't even download anything. It just like, oh, I guess
And
for gaming you need to download something.
yeah, but like, what? So what does it just pop up like a little window of the feed? Like I don't understand how that
No,
works.
I've only used it for like Zoom and stuff like this. So I don't know. So you can play your games on Zoom.
That's fair. That's going to be the new streaming service.
I was gonna say that's gonna be what I'm gonna. I should do it right now and set that up. Like you could play your games on Zoom. That's all
Yeah,
I've really, because it basically inputs as another camera.
it's interesting.
So it's pretty much like a camera feed.
Yeah, I'll have to play around with
Or
that
maybe
because
that's just because I'm connecting it to my camera. I wonder if it's smart enough to know that. You'll have
it's a
to
good.
play with it.
Yeah, I'll definitely have to play with it because it's like I just don't know what to expect from an HDMI to USB.
I know it's weird,
But
especially a $20 one.
yeah,
But apparently it's the same. Well, I've seen the other one. It's the same shell and everything. All
yeah,
right.
fair.
So I don't know if, are we uploading those?
Might as well, right?
Yeah, I guess. Do you
This is
know? Do you know what you're doing with the uploads and stuff? Like how you're doing everything?
um, assuming they're all disasters. Like uh, we're not even going to talk about the pre-session, but assuming they're all
The
disasters,
pre-session.
the testing, the beta test. But
Okay. Yeah. 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 I get it.
yeah. So I mean, so far, I don't mind Zencaster, but you're right with it only being microphone input.
Yeah.
But
I tried to cheat, and because I have a whole interface here, I could technically play guitar for the beginning, but um, but I tried to connect my phone to the input of the interface to like get it to go through Zencaster, but it just comes out some crazy warbled mess,
that's
and
weird.
it doesn't
I,
work. I don't know why.
yeah,
It's worked for other stuff, but when I hook my phone up to the interface, it just won't output anything legible or anything.
try setting it to Wumbo at all.
To Wumble.
My
But
this is the perfect time for my keyboard to not want to work right now. So that's so I literally can't do anything without, I guess, unplugging my stuff. So if you just hear like a bunch of like clicking in the like far distant, hopefully you don't,
I mean,
because
I
this.
heard those clicks you just did, but I don't know.
No, that was me going.
Really fast.
Yeah.
Those
uh,
mechanical keyboards,
yeah.
if that's what it was. But
Yeah. Yeah. No, you're right. But every time, like this is the third time this has happened, and I've been using this setup for months. I don't know why it decided it doesn't want to work anymore. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. But the moment I start troubleshooting, my microphone's going to disconnect, and then we're going to have a problem.
nice.
So
I'll just keep talking too.
Yeah,
the nobody
yeah.
listener.
Just prepare prepare to vamp or
All right.
something like that.
Yeah, I'll
Um,
just talk about my life. Where's our Word document of topics?
what do you mean? This is
Oh
actually
yeah, I don't know. I forgot
this,
we didn't create that.
yeah. What do you mean? We're not reading off of anything at all.
Uh, it was a big deal when a few other podcasters got revealed that they had their Word document of topics. But everyone knows now, so it's too late.
Yeah, what assholes.
Oh my gosh, where is my life? Are you
Speaking of
are you
which, have you ever turned? Did I ever tell you about the time that I murdered a guy?
I guess you found it. I thought we were trying to talk about when we murdered a guy together. I've lost everything.
Just for the record, I didn't murder anyone.
Yeah, I
Don't know if
know.
that needs to be said, but
You know,
anyway,
I was very close to Googling like missing persons and being like, you mean this person? but but yeah, I think that would have dire consequences. And
100%, a little bit.
like yeah, what happened between Marcus and Joe? Well, Marcus got him arrested on the first episode of their podcasting.
Yeah, of course, it was going to be a really exciting episode.
So off topic, completely off topic. I've been, I have my pin business that I order pins or I make custom pins and then get them through the factory and everything, yada yada. So my last batch of pins were the worst pins I've ever received in my entire life.
That's good. That's very good.
Like, well, so we did a set of, the show Umbrella Academy.
Yeah,
So we did their logo and like the rainbow pin. We've done a few of them before, but our manufacturer that we normally use just was like, yeah, we can't do those anymore. I was like, why? And she's like, oh, well, you need to order at least 1,000.
that's horrible.
I was like, when have I ever ordered? And I was like, literally, I started using you, like using your company because you could make these for me. And she's like, well, not anymore. Sorry. So we went through someone else.
That's
Just for
fantastic.
these, it's like a factory that does them, whatever. And we got the worst pins ever. So then we got delayed. I moved. And then by the time I actually saw them was like yesterday. And I was like, oh my gosh, the closing, like the window for everything, like ended. So yesterday I went to contact them and I got a message like, hey, this person is no longer available to talk to.
That's amazing. Is this because I remember you telling me a long time ago about you got an order shipped and then it went to like your neighbors before
Yes,
you.
yes, that's the order.
That's
That's
the
the
wow.
one. The one that
It
went
was
to the neighbors.
it took a long time for you to open that box.
I know. Well, you know what it is? I opened it, I looked at one, and I was like, cool. And and then the other day we were actually putting up the product on our shop, and I was like, we should really check the rest of them. And then we already ordered backing cards and everything. And then when
Damn,
we checked the rest of them, we were like, yeah, just the one sample one was good, but all the
that's awful.
99 other ones were horrible.
That is just awful.
And then when I went onto their shop page, it was like, yeah, they closed down. You can contact this other person. Um, yeah, so I'm applying for a refund. I'm trying to get my money back for at least some of it. And I had to send mad photos and like different things and like a video of it.
Video essay of why you need your refund.
I need my $400 back because
Is it really $400?
it was $345.
Jesus Christ,
We ordered two sets and they
that's
were both
awful.
really
That
really
is
bad.
that. I'm sorry. It's awful.
Yeah, I know. It's crazy.
I hope my audio isn't really bad because I've literally just been trying to fix my keyboard and mouse while you're talking. So it's
It's airier than I guess the last time.
you don't hear
Or
scratching, do
maybe
you?
that's just I do hear your squeaking.
What
I
about
think
right now?
no.
Okay, cool. I'm just making sure that, because another nice nuance that I just found out about Zencaster is that once you start recording, you cannot change your audio input or anything.
Oh
So,
yeah, I
yeah.
just saw that.
So
Oh, hold up.
I was
Yeah,
hoping it didn't like automatically switch out, because I'm using it's a, what is it called? VM switch?
I don't know what
KM
that is.
switch? No, it's a KBM switch. So what it means is it's a USB. It's like four USB ports that go in, and then
Mm-hmm.
there's on the other side two USB ports that go out.
Oh,
So
okay. Yeah, yeah.
I plug the two out. So one goes into my personal computer, and the other one goes into my work computer. And I have my keyboard, my mouse,
That's
my
really smart.
microphone,
It's like
and
a.
so it's yeah, it's I don't know what you were gonna say it was like,
I
but
was gonna say like a HDMI splitter or something.
exactly, yeah, because
Yeah, yeah,
you can also get an HDMI one that does all of those things
yeah,
together.
yeah. I've
But yeah,
done it
I
for
did,
the HDMI, sort
yeah,
of.
because it was just a pain in the butt to like either have two completely separate keyboards and mice, or having to like go under my desk and
And swap everything out.
swap the cables every day, because I want after work, or after work or at night, I want to switch over and play a game. So
Yeah, I didn't even know that
it was
was a
like,
thing.
yeah, it's like $50, and you just press a button, and it takes like 1 second to switch over. But for whatever reason, since we redid the office, it's acting weird today. So I'll be doing some troubleshooting later. But until then, I just physically like unplugged everything and plugged them directly into my PC. Maybe I'm missing something.
Is it powered?
No,
Oh,
but
it's naturally not powered.
yeah,
Ah,
it's
interesting.
yeah, it's pretty great until you have problems with it. Apparently,
Until it doesn't work.
yeah, exactly. It's actually pretty not great right now. But fortunately, my microphone seems to be still working, so not complaining there.
Hmm. I'm hearing my fan in the background like crazy,
Do
and
you
I'm
have the
wondering.
monitor on?
So with my interface, it automatically monitors.
Oh,
But
okay.
when I'm using Zencaster, it's like a little delayed.
Yeah,
But
exactly.
when I'm using the monitor, it's not delayed at all.
That's not bad.
So
'Cause-
it works really good. But I'm not sure if you hear the fan or if I'm just hearing the fan in my room.
no, you're just hearing the fan in your room. I feel
Okay.
like it's and sorry, I'm swatting a
Oh, hold up.
fly.
I
This
can't hear
is
anything now. I
hello.
just turned on my headphones.
Hello.
Give me a sec. Ugh, hold on. Hello. There we go. Because my headphones have the noise canceling thing. Um, but I
It,
I
it
went to turn
canceled
it
the wrong
on.
noise.
Huh?
It canceled the wrong noise.
Well, no, it turned on and then it was like powering on and then it's like low battery. Please recharge your headset. And
Nice.
then it has a long like silence before it lets me do anything. Like so that was just a pointless endeavor.
Yeah, that sounds like fun.
But yeah, so I don't know. Are we doing video? We need to figure this out, and we'll use this first opportunity of recording to talk about this.
Yeah. Until then, maybe if we do post this on YouTube or something,
We'll just use a photo background or something.
yeah, we'll use a picture of, I don't know, something.
I was waiting to see what you had for that. Like I don't know, and then we'll just add some music in the background or something.
I could do that.
Some smooth jazz. Oh, that's it the whole time now.
We'll
Or
catch.
whenever the other person is talking, we'll just do that in the background, lowly.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. And then I was telling her like, come on, you gotta let me
Yeah, but you got
buy
to
the
be quick
mayonnaise.
about it. See, I
It's
just took over, and you. But I was looking at OBS. It's so distracting. I can't
Exactly.
even talk. I didn't know how distracting it was when I did it to you.
Yep. No, it's bad.
Um, I was looking at OBS Studio.
I use what do I use? Because I
Nothing,
used
because you've
OBS
never
for
done this before.
no, I used OBS for something, but I think I was doing it for streaming, and now I use Streamlabs. Is that
Oh
right?
yeah, because people do use it for streaming a lot. It's like used for
Oh
live
yeah,
streaming a lot.
no, it is literally the same thing. Streamlabs OBS.
Oh,
Yeah, so
it's literally the same. Yeah, so people were saying they use that for podcasting
that's interesting. I mean, I guess that
because
makes sense.
your source. Because I was watching this actually a few weeks ago. Your sources. Oh wait, but that's for gaming. I guess it would work the same if you connect the camera because the person was connecting their sources as like their camera through an HDMI input. So like HDMI out into their camera, out of their camera into the Elgato, and it'd be like a source on OBS.
Interesting.
I'm just gonna download it and figure it out.
All right.
Figure it out. But I don't know. The only thing is I don't know how it works with you over there and me over here. And everywhere in between.
That is true.
I guess that's the issue. Because I was looking, I saw Adobe Audition does it, like which I have Adobe Audition. Premiere Pro has that was really like poppy. Premiere Pro has one.
Hi, Poppy.
That was really poppy. um, you know why I said that, right? Because it was like Premiere Pro.
I didn't, but
Did you hear it the second time?
I kind of heard it the second time. It's almost like you have a pop filter on.
Well, I don't have the pop filter on is the problem.
Well, I'm impressed then.
Because it's like
I feel like because I had a pop filter, and I feel like the last time I saw it, my brain was like, "You should throw this out because you
you know
don't
what's
use the
funny?
microphone for
That's
anything."
what happened to me, and I don't have it anymore.
Yep.
And
So
my microphone stand, but it was
yeah,
broken, so I guess that's why that.
I think I feel like my mic stands in the attic. It's probably with the pop filter.
Yeah, but I
So
did find this like nice little, I guess, podcasting microphone stand that I didn't even know I had, and yeah, kind of nice. It works sort of. I still want the arm.
yeah, same. Megan would probably punch me.
If you ended up just having the arm.
Yeah.
I actually spent this is kind of funny. This this morning I was looking at the arm and I don't know why. The other day we went to like Barnes and Nobles and I saw some books I wanted, but Barnes and Nobles is the most expensive place in the world. So I just walked out.
Yeah, you go to shop for what you want online.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
So this morning I was doing stuff and there's this website called, oh my gosh, Book Outlet. If you need books, bookoutlet.com. That's
Book
all.
outlet.
So they have books for really cheap. So I ended up buying 15 books this morning because they were all like $6 to $8 each. So I found the book that I wanted that I saw at Barnes and Nobles. It was like $8, and at Barnes and Nobles it was 20. And then I ended up buying like 9 to 12 other books. Like, and I ended up spending $45 on books this morning that I'll probably never look at. So yeah, that's my fun. So then so now I can't buy anything.
I mean, understandable.
Yeah,
I don't
but
even have time to read books.
oh
And
no, I have no intention of reading.
it's just really nice to have books. I have
Well,
so many books that I look at and I'm like, I would love to read you one day, but I know I'm not going to.
well, I like to listen to the audiobooks, but have the physical books.
I can't with audiobooks. I swear there's been so many times where I just start like trying to drive to work with an audiobook and 10 minutes pass and I remember that there's an audiobook playing.
I do that all the time. You have to rewind it and re-listen to it.
Yeah, no,
But
it's
I
not
have
fun at that point. I'd
but
rather just read while driving.
but I have the secret to audiobooks. It doesn't work for everybody, but it works for me. So I guess it's not so much of a secret. Hopefully it works for you.
What's the secret?
So here's what it has to be on.
I feel like honestly, this is the first episode, and I feel like you have an ad coming up.
No, I don't. It's not an ad. Sponsored by. The secret is going to Amazon and using my code market. No. Whenever I listen to an audiobook, I usually do it on a computer nowadays. And what I'll do is I'll do the lo-fi hip hop thing really low in the background and play the book at the same time. And usually they sync up really, really good. And then I could end up listening to the book like it's a song.
Yo,
And it
that
works so good. I've listened to so many books since I've done that.
where did I'm speechless. That is a genius idea.
I did it so often that I thought about making an app about it. Like, listen to your audiobooks while listening to lo-fi hip hop
That's phenomenal.
because it just works so much better. It makes everything first more interesting. Like it's just way more
Yeah,
interesting. And then it's just easier to stay focused on it because like when it's just a droning voice, it like lulls into the background.
yeah.
My
I feel
favorite
like
part
I
is
feel like we need to get some royalty-free lo-fi and just play it in the background.
I know. Well, I have some.
Yeah, you're right.
I literally have some for my other channel that I want to use for that. But yeah, so literally it just works so well. And then I love my favorite part is this was what I was gonna say. My favorite part is when they're talking and it hits the silent upbeat and the talking like fills it in perfectly and it just sounds like it's meant to be. Like
I need to try it out, but now I need to get an audiobook. So
listen, I
this is
have
gonna cost me like $30.
oh my god. I did my Audible membership. Like first I started with like the Dave Ramsey book, Total Money Makeover, whatever. And then I was like, "Oh, this is great." I ended up listening to it in like a day, like not even. And I know you just watched my YouTube video, so you just heard me say
Wait, you
that.
have YouTube? Of
Yeah.
course, I'm kidding, but yeah, that's yeah,
Um,
you're right. I did just hear you say that.
literally, but really, like I literally listened to it in like a day, finished the whole book like 9 hours straight. Um, but that started my Audible membership. And then from there, I did that book. And then I got like this other book, like Millionaire Success Habits, then Rich Dad, Poor Dad. There was a whole bunch of books we started listening to. And what's good is I have a segue to the next section built into this, and I didn't even think about it. Rich Dad, Poor Dad, and a bunch of books. But at one point, I wasn't able to keep up with the membership. So I literally ended up with like 30 credits and was like still on one book that happened to be like 20 hours long. So I had to cancel my membership and then I just had to buy like 20 books. Like because if you don't use the credits, they just disappear.
Oh, that's awful.
They
What?
give you I think like 3 months. They're like, "All right, you ended your membership. You have 3 months to use all your credits." So I just was like, "All right," and I bought like 20 books. And you keep the books forever. You can always listen to them whenever. So now I just have mad audiobooks that I was like, man, I need to catch up. Like, but so the segue is I one of the books I bought is called The Power of Habit, right? And it's like it's called The Power of Habit: Why We Do What We Do in Life and Business. And it's mostly talking about how like we're like habit trained by everything we do and every advertisement, and like the best advertisements give you a new habit so you like get like sort of addicted to their product. And I have examples from the book. It's like crazy. So I don't know if I should do Febreze or toothpaste. What do you think? Febreze or toothpaste for the first example?
I'd say Febreze.
Febreze.
Actually, no, because I forgot that Febreze existed for a while, including up until literally
Wait,
right now.
I
So,
forgot toothpaste existed.
yeah.
So, well, toothpaste is a good one because it's the first ever example of this. So I guess it does work. It's like the first time they ever used this method. So, and what I don't know, 1940s. This is the probably worst ever time zoning. But when toothpaste was invented, nobody wanted to use it. Like nobody brushed their teeth. It was like weird. Nobody used toothpaste. I guess everybody just had bad breath. And they were trying to get people to use toothpaste, but everybody had lived their whole lives not using it. So when they would do, I guess, radio ads or whatever commercials, they basically had to convince people that they needed to use it. And when they would get people to use it, they would use it for like a week and forget about it. So what they did is they were like, "Oh, you know that film that's over your teeth when you like eat something or whatever? There's like you could probably scratch your tooth right now and there's that film right there." They basically made it like that was a bad thing. Like, "Oop, my headphones just died. Hold on.
Okay.
Give me 2 seconds. Oh, there we go. I'm back." I was wired, but I didn't even know my headphones were on because they're wired in anyway. Um So basically, that film that's on your teeth, they were like, "Oh, that's really bad. You know, brushing your teeth with our toothpaste will help get rid of it. Yada yada." And basically, what that did was they gave people an association with toothbrushes and toothpaste. That every time they felt that film, they were like, "Oh crap, I should go brush my teeth." Now, that film has nothing to do with anything. It's actually you could get rid of the film by like eating an apple or something, or like chips or anything harder.
Interesting.
But just that effect is like it has a cause and effect sort of thing. So whenever someone saw the film or saw something on their teeth, it made them think of toothpaste. And then basically that just caused the habit of people being like, "Oh, I should brush my teeth." And then they just started making commercials based off of that. Like, "See this film? Brush your teeth." And it just caused people to start brushing more and more every time that film would come on their teeth. And that's kind of how it built like 3 times a day.
Damn, I didn't know that.
It's
And
like super psychological.
it's weird.
They basically like tricked everyone to do it by like associating the film with like toothpaste. And now we're just trained to do it from little kids.
Yeah, because I'm actually feeling my teeth now, and I want to go brush them.
And you're like, "I want to go brush my teeth."
I feel gross. I hate
Yeah,
it.
but literally the film, like right now I just had a cup of coffee and it leaves a film on your teeth.
Yeah,
Like it's like literally anything. But then like if I were to eat a piece of bread, it would get rid of the film. But they just made an association. Like every time this happens, you think of this, and that causes like your brain to like think about it more, and then want to brush your teeth more, and then eventually becomes a habit that you do it all the time.
it's interesting.
It was super
Uh,
interesting. There was a
Yeah,
whole bunch of other stuff.
yeah. I guess it's not a bad thing though, because like brushing your teeth really can't hurt unless.
Yeah, but they also do it with negative stuff too. Like McDonald's has a bunch of them,
Yeah,
and
I was,
like
I was
fast
just about to
food.
say, what's the Febreze one?
The Febreze one, I feel like the Febreze, these are both really good lighthearted stories. I don't remember the negative ones.
Mm,
Um Febreze, when Febreze first came out, it was scentless. It just removed scents. Like their whole scent removing thing is a real thing. It actually does kill all the germs in the scent. Um, so when Febreze first launched, it only removed bad smells. And they did like focus groups. It was super crazy. And there was this woman who, what is it called? Like she worked for animal control and she dealt with a lot of skunks in her area. So
okay,
literally her house, herself, her car all smelled like skunks all the time. And no matter what she did, it like smelled like skunks and it was really bad. And she was like, "It's affecting my life, my social life. Like I can't get any like dates because I smell like a skunk all the time." And she was one of the people who received the first focus groups of Febreze. And she sprayed it and she was like, "Oh my God, this changed my life. This is amazing, whatever." And then they were like, "That's great, whatever." Everybody was super happy. And then they released it and nobody bought it. Like literally, it's super failed. And they were like, "What the heck are we going to do? We just put all this money into this product, into advertising." And when they did research, they were like, "Oh, people are buying it, but they're buying it once and then they'll never really use it again and they'll forget about it." So so after that they did a bunch of research and they hired this like super famous advertiser guy, who this marketing guy who was like, "Oh, you need to make it a habit into their everyday lives." And they were like, "How do we do that?" And they were like, "You need to make it a reward for doing something." And you'll notice they do this in their commercials. So they were like, basically, you need to set up an issue, like something they don't really want to do, and make it a reward for doing that. So theirs was like, oh, your house isn't clean until it smells like Febreze. Like, or like, get that clean house smell. So they said, like, oh, when you clean your house, you spray with Febreze as a reward, and your house smells nice too. And just adding that in and adding the fragrance in, people started associating it with like, it's not endorphins. What is it? The thing that makes you happy in your blood? Like,
It's serotonin.
yeah,
Is that it? Yeah.
yeah, yeah. So it started being associated with that like happiness trigger for having a clean house and feeling good about themselves. So when they would spray Febreze, they would feel good about themselves. And then it started becoming a thing like, oh, you feel kind of down, spray Febreze and it makes you feel better. Like, because it started associating that like mental win of having your house clean with the scent.
Interesting.
So it like literally like tricked people's brains into being like, this is a reward. Like, I don't know, getting a piece of chocolate. Like,
That's yeah. That's
the whole book, that was like two of the topics in the book. Like, it was really interesting and really crazy. And like,
yeah. It's
and it,
it's kind of weird because like going into it, obviously this isn't really like on my end what I'm. It's not like scientific basis, but like this is just watching like my wife and like hearing her explain her upbringing, like kind of like what you're saying. There's like a reinforcement behind it where when she was growing up, if she was having a really bad day, it would be like her parents would be like, "Oh, okay, let's go get some McDonald's. We'll make you feel better."
yeah, yeah. And
And if she
you
was having a
associate
really
that.
good day, yeah, exactly. You associate having a bad day with food, like you
Yeah.
eat junk food. But then it was also the same thing, the opposite direction. Oh, you had a good day. You just, you won soccer match or something like that. You did like a dance recital, something. And then it's like, okay, let's go get you McDonald's. So it's like, so now it's like, you just have an eating problem because, yeah,
Sad or happy, you just eat. Yeah,
exactly.
yeah.
Oh, I'm sad. I want bad food. Oh, I'm really happy. I want bad food. It's like, how the four of us, when you, me, Megan, and Ashley, we go double date at like Olive Garden. It's like it's now like a habit, and we always
Yeah, yeah. Every
repeat.
time we see,
Yeah,
I
it's
think
just
of
like
Olive Garden when I see you.
exactly like I never ate Olive Garden until we had this like weird tradition, but now every time we hang out, it's like
You're like,
I need
"Hmm."
Olive Garden.
Yeah, yeah. It's like tricked your brain.
Yeah, and then maybe a cold brew afterwards.
For real. Last time I was like, wait, we're not going to Rook? Like, hold on. Like, but yeah, no, so like it's crazy how many. So the book itself, those were just examples. The book itself is about like being able to break your habits and make new ones. So it's kind of like teaching you how to make your own new better habits and get rid of your old ones. Um and it talks about stuff like that, like how food is such an integral part of everything. Like, and how we celebrate with food and how we mourn with food, and fast food is like that's what they want. That's what they're trying to do with everything they do.
Yeah, it's weird.
Like, yeah, so it gets really crazy. Like, they even talk about like all the ways people abuse it, and it's super easy to like abuse your abuse that like psychology, and how much psychology there is in like advertising and getting you to do things.
Yeah.
Segway. But
Speaking of McDonald's and bad food,
this episode is brought to you by Wendy's. We're not like those other guys. No, Wendy's sucks now. I'm over. I can't.
same. Oh, we're gonna definitely go into a food discussion again, but so
Wait, why can't you with Wendy's anymore? I want to hear you
yeah,
first.
no, yeah. So I'll start by saying Megan hates Wendy's. So I
Forever, like all the time, like
always,
you've never
always,
liked them.
she's never liked it.
Wow, they were
Um,
number one for me for a while.
Same, yeah. We always went to the Wendy's in,
Yeah,
but anyway,
Michigan.
yep, Michigan in France. um, Anyway, the so she hates Wendy's. Her mom and I love Wendy's. So, being this, we're in quarantine with COVID and stuff. We didn't really go out or have fast food, but like the first time we decided to break it, it was a while ago. I'm not gonna lie, we've broken it a lot now.
Yeah, yeah.
But the
That's
first
good.
time we decided to break it, we decided to get Wendy's, and then we were like, I'm like excited because I'm like, I haven't had a Baconator in like 4 years. This is gonna be great. And then it was just gross. It was like soggy. It was disgusting.
I was gonna say, I think you just don't remember how gross baconators are.
You're honestly right. Like, I think I worked my way up from like a spicy chicken sandwich to like,
Oh, I used to love the spicy chicken
yeah, that
sandwiches.
was good. But like working that, and then I'm like, I'll have a burger, and then it's like bacon cheeseburger, and it's like, let's go with
The
the
baconator.
Baconator, yeah.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
then by that time, I already know how like bad Wendy's
You
tastes.
have to work your way up again. You have to start over.
Yeah, I have to.
Well, my problem with Wendy's is a little different. It's they because they changed their barbecue sauce. They changed all their sauces, but I don't care about all their sauces. They changed their delicious, amazing barbecue sauce into some horrible, sweet, like transparent barbecue sauce. And I used to put that barbecue sauce on every single item on their menu.
That's a damn shame,
So I
actually.
would do their spicy chicken nuggets with the barbecue sauce, and then they took away the spicy chicken nuggets. Um, and I was really upset. But then I switched to doing like the bacon cheeseburger with the barbecue sauce, with the fries and the barbecue sauce. And then when they finally brought back the spicy chicken nuggets, I hadn't gone to Wendy's in like months, and I went back and I ordered it. I was so excited, and I was like, this barbecue sauce looks a little weird. And then it was disgusting, and I was totally upset and angry. I could have
That's
cried.
Yeah, that's a damn shame. I see why you're heartbroken.
And I
I
tried it a few times. I went back a few times. Actually, I had Wendy's the other day. And I was disappointed. I didn't have the barbecue sauce. They actually forgot the sauce entirely. And I was like, good, I don't want your freaking barbecue sauce anyway.
Is it as bad as when like Rick and Morty decided like they wanted to somehow bring back this Szechuan sauce or however?
Yeah, the Szechuan. I got some.
It was so gross. I
It
hated it.
was gross.
Gross. Why did they? Why did no? No. It was gross.
Yeah, I had to go into the McDonald's and be like, "Excuse me, do you have Szechuan sauce?"
It was
I
so
was so
overhyped.
excited, and then we went back home and we were like, "Wow, this sucks."
Yeah, it was gross.
It's like a mix of their sweet and sour and barbecue sauce or something.
It's really funny. Yeah, no, it's weird, but it's really funny because I'm pretty sure, and obviously I'm not a good source on this because I have no basis on anything, but I'm pretty sure that they did the Szechuan sauce for the first release of Mulan in theaters.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
think,
that was why they released it. Yeah.
yeah, and now Rick and then it was Rick and Morty, but you'd think they would bring it back again because
No,
Mulan.
because it was too racist.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, yeah, because
I
they got a
forgot.
lot of crap for even bringing it back the second time
That's
because they were like, "Yo,
that's
that's
fair.
mad racist," and everyone was like, "Yeah, that kind of is mad racist." Like,
Sometimes I don't. I'm not on the internet long enough to. Yeah,
yeah, no, everyone thought it
can't.
was like, yeah, super uncultured and racist.
I forgot about cancel culture, but I mean that's fair. That is appropriation or something.
It is something.
It's
They're
bad.
like, "Oh, this movie about Asian heritage." And they're like, "You know what we need? Szechuan sauce for our nuggets."
Yeah, that's
Like, yeah, did you watch the new Mulan on whatever, on Disney Plus?
not yet, but
But you
waiting
want
for it. But
Wait, it's not out? I thought it was out.
no, no, it is out. I've heard good things.
Oh, you're just
I
busy.
heard it. Yeah, I'm just busy with the baby and stuff,
You
and
just have a
literally
child and a life.
replacing I painted the walls and replaced the carpeting with flo- all in like 24 hours. So
Yeah,
got
that was really fast when you
I
were
was yeah.
Let's talk about this wood floor thing because we have to explain it because no one else knows what we're talking about. I
Yeah.
think
Okay.
we make it too much of a conversation between us.
You're that's fair. That's we're all about, being open and
We're
also
inside joking.
I 100% forgot to plug our sponsor, Disney Plus. Thank you, Disney Plus, for
Stop! They're gonna sue us. We're gonna get a cease and desist.
yeah, you're right. We're gonna get a Szechuan sauce and desist.
And they're like, "You called us ra." Oh wait, no, it's not them that's racist. It's McDonald's that's racist.
Yeah, yeah, McDonald's. Ah, damn it. Now,
Now they're gonna sue us.
oh
Don't
man,
worry. No one will hear this. This is where it blows up, but
this would be the first podcast that like was the best first episode ever,
I
and yeah,
don't know how this blew up. We didn't even have our videos on. Like we
yeah. I didn't even
didn't
have
have
my
a
mic plugged
name.
in.
I
I
was like, we
wasn't.
didn't even have a name yet. Like
Um,
McDonald's suing us really actually kind of helped us in the long run.
yeah, that was our rise to fame.
Like
Yeah, there's people at McDonald's HQ and wherever.
just
Um,
just combing through.
yeah, exactly. They just have an algorithm or something of trying to find the words McDonald's and racist in every online piece of media.
They have well, that's like when I worked for my job. We bought I'm not gonna say the name, but we bought the domain name like Smidge Schmob, and then we bought Smidge Schmob sucks, and then like blows, and then like F Smidge Schmob or whatever. Like we bought all the negative ways. That was a horrible like fake name of a company, but I think you get it.
I wrote it
Uh,
down.
Smidge Mob International. But when we bought a new domain because we changed company names, we bought every single like I don't know denunciation. Like we bought like it sucks. We bought like F it. We bought like anything you could think of. We bought like 30.
Yeah, that's I mean clever
Is it though?
because there was that.
How many people are gonna make a whole website?
I mean,
I think they think they're too important.
it's
Because also then people have to go there. Like who would think to go to that website?
that's fair.
Like you then have to I don't know how would I get there? Unless I like do SEO that good where I'm like trending first on Google page on Google like
Yeah, imagine they just like accidentally made their SEO for the like
for
other
the other one
domains.
really
Yeah,
really good.
yeah. So like the first hit was actually like Smitch Mob
Sucks.
is he sucks.
Like yeah, and we bought like a whole bunch. We ended up spending like I think it was like $600. And like domains are like $20 each. Like but
Yeah,
yeah, all these crazy. You gotta question your I don't know about morals or values or something, but like if you're really that afraid people are gonna say you suck and build a whole website about how you suck, maybe you're not the best company.
that's fair.
Like maybe you're like, maybe I should treat my employees better.
Yeah, also like I feel like Yelp would be a better outlet for shit like that.
Oh yeah. Well, for that job, it was Glassdoor. Is like they
Oh
got
yeah,
tore up in Glassdoor
yeah,
and like all those other things because it's like it's not like a service. It's like a place you work that the reviews are really bad.
true. You're right.
Hope they
Glassdoor
don't sue me for this. We didn't
it
even
is
get to your wood floors.
yeah, because I also have another story before the wood floors.
Oh my gosh. Uh huh.
So going back to what you were saying with Smitch Mob, I'm not clever enough to come up with a company name for me, but my current company, we have a
Employer.
yeah employer. Um, they have a service where you can text people stuff like that, like automated text messages, pretty much, and they had to like hard code in like if anyone replies with like fuck you or stop like talking
Yeah,
to
yeah.
me or go f yourself, like all these, it's like a 300 line
Oh
list
yeah,
of
yeah.
words that like just cancel out, like pretty much say they opt out of text messages. But it's really interesting because like I also like have set that up for people, so I've had to share that list with customers.
with clients and
Yeah,
stuff.
so
Like,
it's
oh,
like, hey,
someone
just so you
said.
know, there's foul language here, but this is the list of stop words if you're interested.
So
But
so if they respond with any of those, it basically opts them out.
yeah, exactly. It'll be like, all right, just say this if you want to opt back in or something.
That's hilarious. You should have it like curse back at them. No, fuck you. Like,
Oh yeah, your mom's a hoe.
serious, and they're like, whoa. Like, they're like, I just didn't want any more tangerines. Like, you know what's funny? Actually, sort of related, totally unrelated.
Good.
Talking about random deliveries, it has to be a front for something. But since I've moved into this house, every week there is a milk delivery truck that delivers milk to some of my neighbors. Like the
Uh,
milkman.
so how old are these neighbors?
Probably screwing their wives.
Oh yeah,
I actually don't know. I'm a horrible mover and neighbor.
it's fair. I think I met one person since we moved here 3 years.
Yeah, I've met
Yeah.
1.5 people. No,
Uh,
no, I met my neighbors. I met their dad. Which is just because he happened to come and like mow their lawn while they were on vacation or something. And like I was like, "Hey, nice to meet you. I just moved in." And he was like, "Hey, I'm their dad. I don't live here. Nice to meet you." And then I actually haven't even officially met them. And then I met some people that lived like down the block when we were walking the dog, and they like stopped us. Not aggressively. They were just like, "Hey, nice to meet you. My name is Chad." I don't remember his name. Sorry, Chad, or whatever.
Damn Chad.
Um, but he
Poor
like
Chad.
stopped us and then talked to us for like 15, 20 minutes. And then I was like leaving, I was like, man, I don't know if I don't ever want to walk the dog this way again or or if I want to hang out with these people because it was a very long time.
Yeah, that's well, it's all right.
It was long enough that like our dog Buddy was, I know you know my dog, I just for the people listening. It was long enough that
Have a dog.
it was long enough that our dog Buddy was started like complaining about like he was like whining and stuff to go back inside, and he loves being outside.
Yeah,
I
I
mean, he
wish I
could have been complaining about anything. He's a dog, but
true. Yeah, they
but
just
that's
love
what
to
I
complain.
took it as because he was pretty happy to go back inside. So wood floors.
Wood floors. Yeah, I don't. Really, I was gonna go into another tangent, but
I mean, we can never get to these wood floors. That's totally
no,
fine.
I
We'll save it
mean,
for next time. Leave
I think that
people hanging.
almost. I was gonna say it should be the episode title, but that would just pretty much
Wood
doom us.
floors.
Yeah, be
Talking about
like,
our wood floors.
hey, there's this new podcast. They're talking about wood floors.
Oh, I don't know what we're naming this. This is
I,
going to be another cutoff between all the cutoffs we've been doing, but that's how podcasts work. Um,
I like the podcasts that are less structured. I
yeah,
feel
yeah.
like it keeps it interesting, and if it is disastrous as it gets, I think that's the best part. It's fine. Anyway, let's talk about wood floors today.
Okay, but first,
No,
our sponsor. No, but first, oh crap! I just messed up my microphone thing.
Wood
Because I was
Wars.
playing with it. But first, um, oh man, what am I thinking of? I'm not even. I think it's
You just
RuPaul's Drag Race that they have the hashtag. But first, but it's probably wrong.
mm.
Um, but first,
Hmm.
I forgot.
Dude, you're
I
killing me.
forgot what I was gonna say. I'm sorry. Wait. Wood floor. Oh, the disaster. We were gonna name this. We talked about it over text.
Yeah,
Naming the podcast. What is it? This is a disaster or
yeah.
something, or the disaster project or something.
I don't remember that second one, but I like it.
It was
But
like something about disaster.
yeah,
So whatever
but
we talked about, I like the disaster project, but I googled it just to see if there was a podcast of the same name. and a whole bunch of podcasts with the word disaster came up, but they were all about tornadoes. like,
So I'm
like
hearing we have to talk about tornado or something.
apparently,
Yeah,
because
tornado.
it was like earthquakes and tornadoes. We talk about all the different earthquakes and tornadoes that hit the world.
Yeah.
And it was like a whole Google list of like tornadoes, calamities, like some were murders, like, and I was like, wow, I don't know if we should be naming it disaster because
I mean,
people are
it's
going
a
to be
yeah.
expecting a lot more
Yeah,
death
they're going to
and
be expecting
destruction.
something exciting. But you know what's really exciting when a tornado comes and hits, that it tends to make a disaster of a lot of things, and it will pull things up, such as wood floors. Anyway, so
Thanks
uh,
to our sponsor, Wood Floors
yeah, thank you, wood
USA.
floors. I'm happy you made it today.
All right. So let's talk about what's going on with your office space. You're in it right now, right?
Yeah, so hopefully it doesn't sound too bad because to give a little background, since the pandemic started, I've had to have a makeshift office, which is like a folding table, some monitors, and you know, computer.
Yeah, I need a
But
new
it was
office desk too.
it was in a guest room, so it's a very small guest room. I think it's like 120 square feet. It's not very big, and it had um, like the bed from my parents' house. We just brought that because we didn't want to throw it out. So it had my bed from when I lived with my parents in it.
Was it like a twin mattress or
It,
like a
it was like
double?
it was a full, so it's pretty big.
I don't
It
know
was,
about big.
it's yeah, it's not a queen or a king, but
Yeah,
it took up probably
the whole room.
yeah. Uh,
Like, yeah,
it was probably like 4/6, even though that could have been simplified a little bit better. But
I
it's
know.
so
At like 2/3 or something.
exactly. Um, I overcomplicate things sometimes, but
It took 30 out of 60th of the or 60 out of 90th of the room.
I never said I was smart. We both were in summer school and high school, so
Yeah, for real. Good
yeah,
times.
great times.
All right, so it took up 4/6 of the room.
Yeah, so that was a big pain in the butt, and I was always telling my wife, whose name is Megan, for anyone wondering, um, just like Buddy,
I have
the
a
dog.
wife too.
Her name is
Ash.
Smish Mob.
She has her own company that I used to work at.
She sucks.
That's not true.
No, she's Ashley's.
Great.
Yeah, I mean Smish Mob or whatever is great. Anyway, uh, so the bed took up most of the room, and then right next to the bed, so it was like the 2/3 of the room being taken up by the bed, and then the under 1/3 is me sitting in my computer at my computer trying to work. So I couldn't move. Um, it was cramped, and then directly to the left of me was Megan's desk. So
Wow, you guys work that close to each other?
yeah, right next to each other. She
Wow.
I'm
She
used to
hated
being
it.
yeah, she did. She still leaves if we both have a phone call at the same time, but
I mean, you kind of have to.
I don't think so because I used to. I mean, I come from an office where like we're always on the phone, so the guy behind me is like we're always having like matches of who can talk the loudest, pretty much,
Yeah, yeah.
who can like stink each other out the worst. But that's another story. But yeah, so she's not comfortable with being on the phone at the same time as me, so she still leaves. But now we have a lot more room for her to do that still,
For her to stay in the same room or for her to leave.
for her to leave.
There's so much more room for her to not be in this room.
But yeah, so in addition to the clutter of this room, it was like really old, like 30 maybe 40-year-old carpet. I forgot when the 80s was at this point, but it was a long time ago. But it was the original carpet from when this house was built in like I
Yeah.
think
Do you know when your house was built? I don't know.
I think it was like 82 or something. Not too bad, but like still bad.
Yeah, yeah. Just
Yeah.
curious.
But so we're used to doing like taking out the carpet and putting in new like vinyl floor.
Yeah,
It's not
I was
technically
I was
wood
really
floor.
surprised that you like did it yourself in like a day.
Yeah, it's I'm used to it by now. Like, I mean, every time we've done it, it's usually like a day or two. The longest I think was like 3 days
Yeah, yeah.
because our bedroom was actually pretty big, but this is not that bad. But
But
yeah,
you've done vinyl before, you said.
yeah, it's like click in vinyl. So it's like we always go to Lowe's, and then there's like specifically, I mean, obviously we don't have a sponsor with Shaw wood flooring, but if you're listening and you want to sponsor us by any chance, no kidding. But yeah, so we always get like Shaw wood floors and or vinyl wood floor. And it's super easy. Like it doesn't stick. Like you just have to throw down like a little um, dampening like insulation underneath. So
Oh,
like,
yeah, yeah.
yeah, it dampens any sound. It doesn't creak. It also like helps level out from the subfloor, which is usually uneven. And from
Oh,
there,
really?
yeah,
And
it's
and it sounds off topic, but do you buy it from Home Depot or from Lowe's?
uh, we've usually gone to Lowe's for the floor. I think I mean every time at this point we go to Lowe's because the
Yeah.
Home
Well, I say that
Depot,
because usually it's like certain brands at certain places,
yeah.
and I'm trying to shop for those wood floors as we speak.
Oh yeah, no, I would definitely recommend Shaw brand at Lowe's. I think they only sell them at Lowe's over like, when comparing to Home Depot. I
Yeah.
think that's their like exclusive brand or something. But at this point, I've just learned to go to Lowe's for everything because I think there's a story about a fridge that I can tell another time. But
Story about a fridge.
yeah, but yeah,
This
it's
is the story of a fridge. Found the river and cried. All right, sorry.
no worries. But yeah, so we just decided on whatever day it was. I think it was Saturday when we were supposed to actually record the first episode. Uh,
Yeah, I know.
yeah, it was Saturday, and then like it was noon, and Megan was just like, "Let's replace the floors." So she placed an online order with Lowe's, and within like 2 hours, I had the carpet ripped up and had planks in the room.
Wow, I have to do that same thing. So what about on the edges where the rug hits the wall? Does it go
So
underneath or did you do something?
no, it doesn't go underneath. It goes into like a it almost looks like a yardstick underneath, and it's just like nails sticking up on the like the whole perimeter of the room. So
Yeah,
you
yeah.
as soon as you pull the carpet up, it just comes. Like there's nothing really you have to do.
But I mean
The
the
mold
shop,
like, the,
how does the wood stay on the edges?
it just push it into it. Like
Oh, so it's if I have rug, it's pretty much there.
yeah, exactly.
Oh,
It
I'll
doesn't
explore
go under.
more.
Like that usually goes all the way down to the subfloor.
Yeah, yeah. I'm gonna have to look at that. I might do that.
Yeah. It's
I'm looking at it right now. The Shaw 12-piece hickory luxury vinyl plank
yeah,
floor.
all you have to do is like it's not too expensive. Like
Yeah, it's a $1.49 per square foot.
yeah, you just do the square footage and then like calculate how much you need.
Wow, you do the math too. I was just gonna buy like 15 pounds.
yeah, don't do that because like 100. So we bought 7 boxes this time, and I think it was like I don't remember how much it was to be honest with you, but it wasn't too much. It was like a couple hundred, but um, yeah. So we ended up only using like five and a half boxes.
Oh, so you didn't measure, did you?
We did, but we overcompensated because it's like it's not a perfect rectangle in this room.
Yeah, yeah.
It's got
That's
like bumps and a weird wall that's like
Oh, yeah, yeah. I That's how my bedroom is,
yeah
sort of. But my room here, I'll probably just have to take two measurements because it's like a square and then a little hallway out, sort of. I got to take a picture. In the room, there's like a little hall where there's a closet and then the exit of the room.
yeah
I don't know, but I definitely should wait because I just bought a TV. I
yeah
couldn't take it anymore.
that's yeah, a TV is a little bit more important than
Then flooring.
replacing relatively new carpeting.
That's true. Well, so this is gonna be my office slash art area, I figure.
That's
And I
fair.
don't know. I was just thinking, like, with working in here, I didn't want to mess with paint too much, and then it stains my whole carpet, and this room looks gross.
Yeah, that's
So
fair.
with wood floor, if I'm working with paint, I could just wipe it off or something. Where
Exactly.
it's like if it falls on the carpet, it's like an ordeal. Like,
Plus,
it,
with this specific brand, it's waterproof, so it's
yeah,
super
I
easy
think
to wipe off, and you
I
don't have
think
to have.
flooring has to be waterproof.
Oh, not necessarily. I mean, like with hardwood, like you can ruin your whole.
Oh yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah, but I think it has to be a lot of water for that. Like not like a cup.
Yeah, that's fair.
A lot of people's floors would just be really messed up. I mean, I'm sure people's are. I just made a flooring mistake the other day, but I I don't know what my flooring is downstairs, but it's very, very glossy. I don't like it. Um, it's not that I don't like the flooring. I don't like the glossiness. So we used the Target, and I'm used to, I guess, crappy wood floors because I used like the Target method cleaner and like sprayed my floor and wiped it down with a Swiffer, a wet Swiffer, and it cleaned my floors. They looked really great.
Yeah.
And then 15 minutes later, there was footprints everywhere,
Yep.
and within my socks and everything, and you could see footprints. It looked like, oh, my mic just fell. It looked like, I don't know, reverse Death Stranding, like, um, and I was trying to look up like what the heck is going on? Why is there so many footprints everywhere? And they were like, I hope you didn't use regular cleaner like an idiot. Like,
Yeah, that's exactly what I was gonna say.
yeah, they were like, I hope you weren't an idiot and used regular cleaner on a wood flooring.
Yep.
Like, what kind of buffoon would do that? And I was like, yeah. So now it's still footprinty. I need to go to the store and buy some specialty wood flooring cleaner.
I just sent you something, and I feel like it's more product placement, but I
Oh, I was
swear.
just looking at this.
Yep.
This
I
is the Bona something
yep. It's
wood floor cleaner.
we don't have like actual wood floor anymore because of crap like that. But when we were in our apartment, um, I think you guys went there once, but maybe actually I don't think so. Anyway, um, when we were in our apartment, it had hardwood flooring, and I would like use a Swiffer, like a wet mop,
Yeah, yeah,
and it ruined it. Like the hardwood was like gross,
yeah.
streaky
That's how
and
my
stuff.
floor is right now.
Yeah, yeah. And then I realized that you should use Bona because
Yeah, it's the
it's
Bona hard surface floor cleaner.
it's fantastic.
Lemon and mint. But yeah, no. So literally, I was researching it, and they were like, "Yeah, you fool, use the Bona cleaner." A lot of people were talking really good. It's so funny that you send this because now I'm gonna have to go buy it.
Yeah,
I
I
just decided today that we didn't want to go outside at all, so we didn't go buy it.
would. Yeah, that's fair. But it's yeah, it's great. I wouldn't recommend another brand at this point.
Yeah, yeah, that's
I
definitely. I'm gonna
I
go.
spent a long time trying to find like a proper one, and like even like the hardwood version for Swiffer, I was like, this is still gross. But
Yeah, yeah. And then to make matters worse, I have like the obviously a regular Swiffer. I don't think they make off-brand Swiffers. Um, but I was at Dollar Tree the other day and they had like wood floor Swiffer things, and I bought some,
yeah, I
and they
mean,
partook in the ruining of my floors.
we could probably make an off-brand Swiffer. That's our next
That's our next venture.
yeah, our next business
Off-brand Swiffers. I know Swiffers are like $7, but we've got them for $1.
Swaffer.
Swaffer.
Yeah,
um,
or Sweefer.
Sweeper, Sweeper. Oh, I guess that's what it's off of. But yeah, so I don't know how long are we staying on this because it's been an hour and 10 minutes.
Yeah, I
I
was
did,
just actually wondering that.
yeah, because I mean, I don't know. I'm fine either way. I don't know if we should do another hour tonight for this one. Um, but I do most podcasts I did listen to were 2 hours, so things to think about. But for now, I think maybe we'll keep it at an hour, maybe an hour and 20 minutes, so I could get my topic done.
Okay, what's your next topic? Shoot,
Well, I was going to talk about the TV I purchased instead of fixing my rug
that's that's
and
yeah.
floor cleaner.
No, yeah, I was gonna say you should tell me more about the TV, but then you started talking about how inept you are at mopping floors.
Cleaning. Listen, this is my first home.
That's fair.
I've
I'll,
never dealt with this before.
you're
I'm
right.
dealing with a lot of first home ownership problems. Um, Before we get to the TV, I'll talk about
Damn it,
I cut down a tree the other day, not a full tree, a little baby tree. Um, I bought an axe. I think we talked about this because I bought the hedge trimmer, I got the weed whacker, I fixed my whole lawn, and then we had these like ginormous bushes and like I don't know mini trees. It's not a tree as in like I don't know like they grow like maple, but it's like these like semi thick, too thick for a weed whacker, like you need a chainsaw. But after buying the Ego lawnmower, which is like $600, the hedge trimmer, oh no, not the hedge trimmer. Oh my god, the weed whacker, which was like $200, and then the leaf blower because it mulches and I need to spread it, which was like another $250. I was not ready to buy a chainsaw for one tree, so I just went to the store and I bought an axe.
Yep,
Which
that's
I think you told me you did the same thing. I think you inspired me to do that.
yeah. I had we had like I don't even know what kind of tree it is, but like there was a few that were like dying, so I just got like it wasn't even an axe. It's not like Kratos.
That's
It's
how I literally was like, boy. I think I have a little more. Well, I don't know. Kratos was like Kratos. Kratos's axe was more like
Kratos.
mythological.
Yeah.
Kratos. That's our off-brand.
Yeah, exactly.
um,
Gerd were
but after cutting down some trees, I found myself going, boy. So
you were
mine was a
throwing
little
it at things and
Kratosy.
expecting it to fly back at you.
I kind of thought about throwing it if it wasn't such a dangerous weapon. I
Yeah,
was throwing the tree branches into the woods behind me.
that's
um,
littering. That's legal.
it's their brethren.
It's like when it's like when you go to fry chicken and you you put raw chicken and eggs.
What? Oh, like wait, no,
It's
you
like
lost
every-
me.
it's the most messed up thing you could do is like literally you have a dead chicken and then it's like okay let me just dunk you in your babies before I eat you.
Yeah, but it tastes good.
Yeah,
Um,
fantastic. Yeah,
yeah. So off point, but yeah, I bought the
100%.
axe and I cut all that and whatever. I chopped down some trees in my backyard. I've never felt more manly. I don't even know how we got there, but I'll just go back to the TV thing.
We were talking about mopping. We were talking about TV, and
Yeah, how
then
did we go from TV to cutting a tree?
I really don't know. I wanted to say something in between, but I 100% forgot, and I'm pretty sure it's for the best.
All right. So this TV. I've been thinking about the TV since I moved here. But then, my job. I lost my job. This is a news break for the office for everyone listening.
Yeah,
Not the office, except the show. But
yeah,
so then I lost my job even though I had the money saved for the TV. I was like, I don't know if I really should be spending money on a TV right now. But I was looking at the Samsung 75-inch. 80 is a little bit too big for my room, and they're like over a G for the 80 inches. I like could not convince Ashley to get me that. Let me get that. But the 75-inch was around 850 at Costco, and then with our membership, we just got money like we got $100 back in like Costco bucks. I don't know what they're called. So I was gonna use that for the Samsung
yeah.
75-inch, and then I was like, let me think about it. Let me hold off. And then Best Buy ended up having it on sale for 800 instead of 850. So then I was like, maybe I'll get it from there. But I decided, you know what? Let me hold off. I really wanted to stay in the Samsung ecosystem. I don't know why. Maybe just because all my TVs are
Yeah,
Samsung.
it's fair. I was gonna say you're a fanboy. I get it, but
But now that it's Labor Day, right? Labor Day?
Yeah,
Yeah, it's not Harbor Day. I don't know why I was thinking.
Arbor Day, not Arbor Day,
Oh,
Harbor Day.
Arbor like for boats. Harbor Day.
Exactly. We celebrate all the boats in America.
um
By America, I mean America,
so
France.
so with Labor Day, I and obviously Best Buy is like email tracking whatever that they know what I want. They sent me all these Labor Day TV sales, and the LG TV first that's 75 inches went on sale for 750. And I was like, "Ooh, that's a new low. Like that's lower than all the other stuff. It's $100 less."
Usually a new low is a bad thing, but
I
go
know it's a new low of price.
ahead. Yeah.
um, so then I was like, "Oh, that seems really good." So I looked up a review for the LG, and the LG actually, like, I looked up some comparison videos, and the LG was actually better than the Samsung. And like refresh rate and like the 4K whatever and the HDR and the backlight. The backlight is a big deal because my living room is sunny. And then the icing, the big one was that the 75-inch Samsung only has 2 HDMI ports.
It's disgusting and
Right?
silly.
I was like, how does my 55-inch have 4? Like, and the 75-inch has 2. You have way more space. You should have 8. Like, so the LG one has 4 HDMI ports, which I was like, that's like the bare minimum I need. Like, already we were like swapping them out for certain stuff. Um, so that was pretty much it. Once I saw the LG had 4 ports and the Samsung only had 2, and it was 750 and Arbor Day, Harbor Day,
Yeah.
and all that, I was like, you know what? I think I'm gonna buy it right now. And I spoke to Ashley, and she agreed. So we ended up buying it. And since it does not fit in my car or truck, we're getting it delivered, and it's coming on Friday. And I'm dying on the inside.
Yeah, that's I mean, so when we got our TV, I think it's only like a 6065, so you really definitely one upped us there, but I'm happy for you. Um Also it's like a Vizio, so you
I
is
also went up to you there.
um anyway.
Well, the Vizio for 75-inch were all like over $1,000.
Damn.
Which I was like,
That's
"Aren't you the cheap brand? How is
that
Samsung, like, cheaper than you?"
we got hers for like 500. Anyway,
Yeah.
all we did was like we just rented a truck from Home Depot. Like it wasn't even a
Oh,
truck.
yeah,
It
yeah,
wasn't
I remember you telling me that.
It was literally like a walk-in van. It was like the in between a pickup and like like a U-Haul because that was all they had. That was the smallest they had. But it was like $20 for an hour, and I just drove to Best Buy and they were like, "Wow, you really just rented this for
For
for a
your
TV?"
television.
There was
Yeah,
there was no way in hell I was going to wait for delivery.
yeah, I know, I felt the same way, but also I have a lot to do this week, so
That's
I
fair.
figured if I don't have the TV, I'll be more productive. Because I also wanna get, like, literally once the TV comes in, I figure I'm gonna get either Last of Us 2 or, what's that shit that's the samurai game that just came out?
Ghost of Tsushima.
Yes, Ghost of Tsushima.
Damn, man.
Did you get
I
it?
I I enjoyed both of them
You
a
played
lot.
both of them?
Yes, I did. You're very late in the game.
Oh my god. Well, I've been waiting because I was packing and moving.
I
So I
know.
had to not get both of them because I was moving.
I know.
And I left a bunch of like I pretty much left all my PS4 cables like boxed up in North Carolina before we moved at like Ashley's family's house. We have 1 minute left.
Oh, you're really gonna kick me off in 1 minute?
No, it doesn't really matter, but I figure.
Yeah.
Um but yeah, I know I'm really behind. And then they just announced the Ghost of Tsushima DLC, which looks really good.
Oh, I didn't even know they did that.
Oh, it's like the is it the multiplayer one? It's free. It's a free DLC that's like more mystical.
Hmm.
Like it
Was it?
looks crazy.
I don't remember. I feel like yeah, I heard something about multiplayer for something, but I didn't think it was this game. But
Ghost of
either way,
Tsushima Legends. adds multiplayer co-op and introduces yokai, like the watches. Or is it watches? Or you know what I'm talking about? It's like a
Shock,
no, it's like a cartoon, a little kid's cartoon.
like a G Shock.
Yeah, Three Shocks are
Okay.
a little kid's cartoon. No, I don't. I've never actually seen it, but there's a show called Yokai Watch or something.
Yeah, no, I knew it. I think there was a game for it that I got recommended on PlayStation once, and I was just like,
You're
"What
like,
is
oh,
this?" Exactly. No, thank you. Um, yeah, that's
I'm looking. I'm
I.
looking it up right now. The Ghost of Tsushima DLC. So it's up to 4 players, and you can play as a samurai, a hunter, a ronin, or an assassin. And it adds a bunch of like mythical, like they have powers. They're based off of like gods or something.
That's that's really interesting because I feel like the game isn't that
Yeah, that's the whole thing. It's like nothing like the rest of the game.
weird. But I mean,
Like,
I'll pick the damn game up again if you end up getting that.
yeah,
Uh,
yeah. I really want to. I mean, I just wanted it, but the
yeah,
DLC looks really good, and it's like it totally changes the way the game plays, and nobody was expecting it, and nobody like thought
yeah.
this was possible. Like,
Um, so I mean, not to go into a new topic, but out of those two, I love both of them. Obviously, I mean, I'm not sure if you heard about people absolutely hating The Last of Us 2.
yeah, I did hear about that, and I
Yeah,
also know the spoiler. I'm not going to say it because people might not know it,
yeah,
right? But I also was spoiled for the spoiler.
yeah. I had a feeling about the spoiler, and it was still a lot, man. Anyway, not
Yeah, but did it give you a negative outlook on the game?
at all. I was,
Did you feel like I know a lot of people were like, "Oh, they just did it to do it to make sense."
I mean, I that it didn't give me a negative outlook at all. Like
Yeah,
I realize like in storytelling, sometimes you have to do something.
yeah, because people were like, "Oh, literally, when it happened, I shut off my game and never played again." Like, and I was like, "Wow, dramatic! You just paid $60." No,
Exactly. Exactly. That's very dramatic. But um, it's like you've never. It's like you've never read a good book or watched a good movie before.
I know
It's
someone
like,
has to die.
yeah. I mean, I don't know who dies, but anyway.
Oh yeah, you're right. Just in
Um,
general, like in Harry Potter, someone dies. I don't remember who. I just watched this too. Oh, these people die. Spoiler: the wolf guy and
I
his wife.
okay. Honestly, if you haven't watched Harry Potter, it's been over for like
You know what's funny? I didn't remember. I mean, I did. So we just watched all the Harry Potters a few months ago,
it was
and this is
fantastic.
definitely a conversation for the next one. Maybe I don't know. Let's just get into this. Um,
This is going to be a
we
2 hour episode.
I know. Well, we just watched them all like maybe like 3 months ago. Not even literally. We DVR'd them, and as we were preparing to move, we were like, we should watch these all before we delete, like, give back our DVR to Verizon. Um, and I realized in that time that as a young boy, I watched every other Harry Potter movie.
That's yeah.
And I was
That's
probably so confused as they were coming out. So I like watched the first one, which is what, the Sorcerer's Stone, or let me
yeah.
look this up.
No, yeah. It's Sorcerer's Stone. And the next one is Chamber of Secrets.
Yes. So actually, no, maybe it wasn't every other because I watched the Sorcerer's Stone, I watched Chamber of Secrets, then I watched Goblet of Fire, then I watched Half Blood Prince. Oh no, I didn't even watch the Half Blood Prince. Then I just watched the Deathly Hollows 1 and 2, and
Yeah.
and I was just like, wow, he aged a lot between these movies.
Yeah. I went to see Deathly Hollows 2 in theaters with someone who's never watched Harry Potter before.
Any of
So
the Harry Potter movies.
he was not having a good time.
He was just like, what? Why is this guy whispering at everyone?
Yeah. So
But yeah, so we recently we rewatched all of them, and it made a lot more sense. But But yeah, I forgot a lot too because they are like 2009 and 2001 was the first one. Um, and yeah, there was a lot I totally forgot about, and I forgot like I had like ideas of what happened, but I like forgot most of it.
Yeah, no, that's fair. I feel like I watched the first four over and over and over and over again because like I feel like they didn't really streamline the movies until like the fifth one, and
Yeah,
then
and
they
then
came
Snape
out like
kills
yearly.
Dumbledore.
Yeah,
What
yes.
happened?
Um, but yeah, so I remember watching the first. I think it was honestly the first three, and then they streamlined them to be like yearly releases or
Yeah,
something
yeah,
like that.
yeah.
I always end up forgetting pretty much everything after four. Like not
Yeah, I pretty much forgot those five. Well, I don't think I watched 5 and 6. And then Deathly Hollows is just yeah, I think I don't remember a lot of that either except um Elfie dying.
yeah,
Oh my gosh, who's the free elf?
Dobby.
Dobby, that's his name.
Ashamed of you.
Dobby dying. I know. Um yeah, I feel like before rewatching them, that's all I remembered. I was like, yeah, he dies. And
Yeah,
Snape kills Dumbledore. But then I was like, yeah, he's a bad guy, right? And Ashley's like, no, you don't remember? He's like was a good guy the whole time.
he's definitely my favorite character,
And
hands
I was
down.
like, yeah, but he's an asshole the whole time. So he kind of sucks.
And
Like her
then
favorite character is Malfoy. What's his face?
Draco, or
Draco. Yeah,
really,
Draco Malfoy. Yeah. When we went to Harry Potter World, that's the wand we bought. The good one too.
yeah, I'm judging Ashley. I'm sorry.
Yo, for real, because I was like, "Wow, yeah, Draco, that makes sense." And then we rewatched it, and I was like, "Actually, he's a dick." Like
Yeah,
I was like, I hate his guts, and she was like, "He's my favorite character," and I
really
was like,
weird.
"But then he's also like a wimp.
Yeah,
Like, why do
exactly.
you like him?"
It's not
Like,
like he's an asshole and then he's like really strong. He's like an asshole and then like he
and then sucks. Like I was like, he doesn't even redeem himself.
exactly
And
like
she was, but that's who she liked. Like, and I was like, I'm judging you a little more than I was when we bought the wand. Like.
that's weird. Um,
We could have had anybody's wand, and that's who we chose.
that's
I would have chose Voldemort before I chose him.
yeah, at least he has a cool wand, but
I know, right? Like, I was like, I would have chose literally any other wand besides his. Like, but that's the wand we have.
I'm just gonna roast her the next time I see her or talk to her.
Like Draco, really?
Hmm.
You should break it in half. I mean, it's technically Harry's wand if you really think about
Hmm.
it. Because he won it. He beat him in the thing and it became his wand.
Oh yeah.
The wand off.
See, I already forget some things.
You're like, I already don't remember that. I literally, these are all fresh in my brain.
I
Like,
I literally like watched. I mean, I also just remembered that we've been in quarantine for 6 months.
for real.
So I started watching them because we thought it was going to be, of course, like a few weeks, maybe like 2 months, but
Yeah, yeah. So you watched all your movies at first. Yeah.
we we're in the middle of Star Wars. I mean, we took a hiatus from Star Wars because we can't watch movies anymore, but we've been
Yeah.
watching Star Wars in
1 minute
chronological
a
order.
day.
What'd you say?
1 minute of the movie, each movie a day.
Yeah.
And then you got to start over the next day because you
As
don't remember what
soon as we
happened.
hit play on anything is when she wakes up, when the baby
You have
wakes
to
up.
do it with headphones on.
It's, it's not that at all. Like we're downstairs. We're not
She
in the
just
same room.
knows.
She just literally is like, wait, they're having fun without me? What do you
It's the
mean?
it's the beep of the PS4.
It's not even, it's an Apple TV.
Oh, okay, never
It's,
mind.
it's very silent. It's
It's
horrible.
it's as silent as it gets. Yeah, I have no explanation. She just knows.
It's like, I want to have fun too.
Yeah, no, I feel that.
Don't get me wrong, being a dad is amazing. But
Sure it is. Did you watch oh my gosh, Master of None on Netflix?
do you think I have time to watch anything?
No, it's like a year or two old.
No,
It's like really old. It's oh my
you
gosh.
know my daughter's almost a year old, right?
No, it's probably older than a year or two old because it wasn't even in the apartment. 2015,
I've never even heard of it,
16,
so
17, 18. I had to count. 4 years old.
hitting you with more excuses.
Oh my gosh, I just had to count from 2015 to 20 and then I said 4 years. 5 years old. All right. So, yeah, it was 2015 and it's Aziz Ansari. I'm pretty sure a bunch of his like the stuff in this episode is like part of his skits dramatized. It was really good, but it's probably because I watched the show before I watched his specials. But the whole first episode is about like new parents being talking about how much like they love their kids and how it gives them this sense of responsibility. And then at the end of the episode, they all hate their lives.
I mean, I guess that.
like it's like, oh, like all the parents are like, oh, I love being a family, like it gives me a sense of purpose having a kid, like yeah, it's difficult, but I just love her so much. And then like at the end they're like, yeah, having a kid sucks. No, like, and then like so at the end of the episode, like he's like babysitting these kids and he's like, man, I really want a kid, like this is kind of amazing. And then they're like, well, watch them for the day. And as he watches them for the day, it's like he's like, oh my gosh, kids are horrible. And at the end the kid is like, oh mom, I made you the sandwich. They get these chicken parm sandwiches that are like the most delicious sandwiches in New York. And the mom is like, the kid is like, hey, I made you this sandwich, it's ketchup, peanut butter, and lettuce. And the mom is like, these chicken parms are really good, but I'm gonna eat this peanut butter, lettuce, and ketchup sandwich that my daughter made me instead. And they're like, hey, I don't remember his name in the show, but I'll just say Aziz. And she's like, hey, Aziz, I made you one too. And he's like, I'm good. And then he eats his chicken parm. Like, it was really funny. It was a good series. You're never gonna watch it, but
uh, I don't know. Maybe.
it was really funny. Like the series as a whole was really funny, but it was a good intro to the show. Not to, I mean, it's too late for you. I was gonna say not to talk you out of kids.
I've
It didn't
never.
talk me out of wanting kids.
That's fair. I Fortunately I've never felt that way, but yeah, it's
Yeah, but yeah, but
I
it was
feel
just
that
really
way about
funny.
other people's kids, hands down.
Oh yeah, other
I
people.
I really I really hate kids, but I love my my daughter so much.
Yeah, yeah. No, I feel that. Like I hate my neighbor's kids, but this morning, this little kid, I was walking Buddy. It was like 9:30 a.m. and this little kid is riding down his block, no older than 12, on a freaking like mini dirt bike, and it was like the loudest engine I've ever heard on like the tiniest little dirt bike. And I was just like, I hate children.
Yeah, that's
But if it was my kid, I'd be like, wow, that's a nice bike.
because you probably bought it.
I know. But I was like, you couldn't get a quieter muffler on that thing? Like,
I mean, that's fair. But people like the loud. I was gonna say
for real. It was
people like loud muffs. Gross.
and big muffs. That's a guitar pedal.
Fortunately, yeah, you're saved by the guitar pedal.
I have one. I have a big muff.
I'm happy for you.
We had a good laugh the first time Ashley ever saw the pedal.
She was like, "What? Same?"
Well, she was just like, what the hell is this thing on your pedal board? And I was like, what do you mean, my big muff? And she was like, please don't ever say that again. Like, and was like, what do you mean? It's my big muff pedal. And she was like, do you know what a muff is? Like, and then I had to show her all the other pedals that were named inappropriately, sort of.
Yeah, that's just like what you got to do. If you make guitar pedals, it just has to sound really dirty.
Yeah, like the swollen pickle by Way Huge.
That's horrible.
The company is called Way Huge, and the pedal is called Swollen Pickle.
But like, does it sound overly sour? Like, what?
I don't, honestly, I don't know. I've only seen it and laughed about it.
That's horrible.
I need to look up the other
I
one.
don't feel like googling that right now.
I typed in inappropriate guitar pedal names. Not, I didn't type in Swollen Pickles. Oh, I didn't even know there's the butt probe.
Nice. That
Oh, by
doesn't even
Loud.
doesn't even
They
try.
they really didn't even try. Because then they have the Balls Deep, the Pussy Melter by Steel Panther.
Of course, it's Steel Panther.
What's is Red Llama something that I don't know about?
Hmm.
The
Uh,
Super Puss. Oh man, this is by the same company, Way Huge. They have to know. Way Huge makes the Super Puss.
I mean, I don't really. When I Google Red Llama, all I get are
Guitar
muffs,
pedal.
guitar pedals. Thank you. Um, and then a book called Llama Llama Red Pajama, which I've
Oh,
read.
I've heard that book. Yeah.
It's fantastic.
Hmm. I don't know. That seems like the whole list though. Except the last one, which is kind of obvious. It's called The Dirty Bitch. Oh, and The Dirty Sanchez.
Oh no,
Yeah, those are the other two pedals.
worst one. Unless
And then
it's maybe it's Red Yama,
what's that?
red name.
Yeah, but that's what's dirty about that.
It's not nothing dirty about it.
Okay.
It's just
No, but it is a llama because it has a llama on it.
I don't see a llama on it. I'm looking at a
Oh,
picture.
really? Let me see. I'm pretty sure. I thought it had
I'm
a
looking
llama.
at several pictures and none of them have
Oh yeah,
llamas.
you're right. It's like super plain, right?
Yeah, it's
It
just
just
a
says red llama. Yeah,
red
yeah.
Yama.
Red llama. Let's see. What's this one? They have the monster piece Angry Dick 2000. I mean, some of these they aren't trying. Like, I
Yeah.
mean, they are trying, but Way Huge, the same company that brought you the swollen pickle, and what was the other one?
Um,
The red llama and the super puss. From the people that brought you the super puss and how am I forgetting? And the swollen pickle, they also have the camel toe.
oh no, it's yeah,
I'm just gonna look up that pedal company.
yeah.
Way
It's
Huge pedals.
I like that.
I feel like that's my because they have they also have the aquapus.
That's yeah. I think
Oh,
that's the best one so far.
aquapus,
Yeah,
not the superpus.
I mean that's the
I like the
calmest one.
swollen pickle too.
The Echo Puss,
Ooh, the Russian pickle.
pork and pickle.
Are you looking them up? The
This
camel toe.
this has just become a podcast about guitar pedals.
Yeah, it is. But green rhino. All right. Yeah, they were the rest of them were lame.
Yeah, they get pretty plain after this.
They really did. Um, but I think with that, we're gonna prepare to end this podcast for now.
Well, that's probably that's a better transition than I could have come up with. So
What do you mean?
I couldn't think of anything.
And on that note, thanks for listening to the. And
I
thanks for
guess.
that. Was that
Yeah. The insert podcast name here.
Yeah, yeah. Wait, so let's see if we end it on having a definite name. Maybe. Because they're gonna have to post it under something.
I know. Well, how
Oh,
about
the Disaster Project is a movie. Oh no, that's the Disaster Artist.
that? Yeah, I don't want to associate myself with that at all.
Why? I heard it was a good movie
I don't
with
really.
James Franco.
I don't. Not, it's not about the movie. It's just the room is kind of annoying.
Oh yeah, because that's what that's about, right? It's The Room. It's make talking about the director of The Room, the movie that who shall not be named talks
Huh,
about talked about all the time.
all the
He was like the disaster room because that's Voldemort,
time.
and that was his favorite
I thought
movie.
you just went crazy for a second. I wasn't sure what you were doing.
Harry Potter. Have you seen this movie? I don't know. So the Disaster Project is available. Um, this sucks is available.
This podcast sucks.
You can name it Swollen Pickles. All right, let's just take the topics of all these things of today's episode and get a name. So it'd be like Yokai Ghost of Harry Potter, Swollen Pickle Masters.
Let's. I was gonna say let's name our podcast Weezer Pod, but but I don't really want to talk about Weezer forever.
Yeah. All right. Quick final off-topic note because you brought up Weezer.
Oh boy, this is gonna
Did
be a
you listen
2 hour.
to the new Killers album?
I didn't know they had one.
Ashley told me like yesterday or something. It's been out for like a week or two,
Oh, okay.
or maybe
I
a little longer.
honestly haven't enjoyed a Killers album
I
since.
like their last one.
Hold on, I need to look at Killers albums.
The last one was like the Tyson versus Douglas song.
Hmm. Let's see. I listened to Hot Fuzz,
Like their first one, you mean?
and I totally didn't mean that. I totally didn't mean the movie. I meant Hot Fuss, and
Oh,
Sam's
oh my
Town.
gosh.
Yeah,
You know
I
what's funny? I never knew it was Hot Fuzz, and I've always called it Hot Fuzz. And I just assumed they made the soundtrack for the movie too. Wow, life changing. I don't know. I always read it as Hot Fuzz, and it was just like, I guess they like the
I'm,
movie.
I'm happy that I could change your life today.
I can't believe it. Like Hot Fuzz.
I feel like you're about to go lay awake at night.
I can't, but literally since I've heard it. Wow, and Hot Fuss was in 2004, and Hot Fuzz was in 2007.
This is a good movie, by the way. I love Hot
I
Fuzz.
was. I just assumed they liked the movie. I mean, the killer's name is based off of a movie.
I didn't know that.
It's oh my gosh, I'm trying to think of the name. It's the line. It's derived from a logo on the bass drum of a fictitious band portrayed in the music video for the New Order song Crystal. So it's not from a movie, it's from a music video.
Oh, okay.
I thought it was a movie though. So yeah, so it's in a random music video or something for the New Order song. Ooh, something just fell. For the New Order song Crystal, there's the fake band is called The Killers, and they really liked it, so they went with it.
It's interesting.
They stole it.
You're right.
But yeah, check out their new album. I only listened to like 3 songs out of it, just because I was busy. But I kind of like them. But I also like their last album, Wonderful, Wonderful.
Yeah, I haven't listened since Battleborn.
Battleborn was a little rough too.
Yeah, it was bad.
It was like I
Messed up.
kind of liked it. There were some songs I liked in it. I feel like I need to look at it.
Uh-huh.
But Battleborn, I kind of liked it, but then I also never went back and listened to it after a few times of listening to it.
That's fair.
But Wonderful, Wonderful, which was their last album before this one, I actually really liked a lot of the songs in it. Like I liked. Well, I just said Tyson versus Douglas. Then their main song, "The Man," was pretty good. They had a few good songs. I think I liked the whole album though. And then now they have this last one. I also saw them live when they came out with that album. It was suffering because it was like 95 degrees. It was like the hottest day of the year. But that's besides the point. And Ashley thought it was a concert, like one of their shows, but it turned out to be like, I don't know, an off-brand Warp Tour.
That's weird.
So
Interesting.
we ended up going, and it ended up being like 20 non-famous bands, and then like 3 famous bands, and one of them was the Killers. And it
That's
was like 9 hours long.
that sucks.
And I suffered for like 8 hours and then watched the Killers. And it was a birthday gift for me.
Sounds like a
But the
bad
kid,
birthday.
and
Kidding.
no, you know what's funny? I actually like, honestly, I'll say I was suffering most of the day. But we saw Bleachers. I don't know if you know the Bleachers or just Bleachers.
Nope, not at all.
It's I think it's from Fun, one of the guys from Fun. And honestly, it was one of the a really, really good artists, and it was one of the best artists of the night aside from the Killers. And I really enjoyed them, and I still listen to them now. Wheezy Pod. um, it was they're gonna think we're talking about like Lil Wayne.
Oh my god, you're right. Damn
um,
it.
so I would definitely say check them out. They're called Bleachers, and they were like one of the best artists of the night. And then it was Kaleo, which were pretty good. Um, oh my gosh, it's not Pumped Up Kicks. I'm trying to think of who these other people are. Foster the People. Yes, it was them, Foster the People, and the Killers. And besides them, it was like 25 random nobodies.
That sounds weird.
It was really weird. But like when the tickets, like I don't blame her for anything. It was still amazing. I'm happy I saw the Killers.
Yeah, that's fair.
Um,
It's
but
the
even
experience,
on the tickets, it just said the Killers.
That's really weird.
So we didn't even know like Kaleo was gonna be there or Foster the People were gonna be there. It literally was like the Killers on 8. And then we went online. They were like, get here at 1. And we were like, but they're starting at 8. Like, why are we getting here so early? And then it was like, oh, also doors close at 3, so you can't come in after 3.
That's really dumb. I hate that.
Like, yeah, so we ended up getting there at like 2:50 because I was like, yo, I don't want to get there this
I feel like
early.
they just played everyone. They're like, surprise, there's a bunch of mediocre bands and then 3 good ones.
Yeah, like
That's weird. I don't like that, but whatever. What the speaking of Foster the People, so I I think it's been during quarantine that I realized this because I ran into it like I always end
I
up
think
going down. You
go
already
ahead.
know what I'm about to say.
I think so, but go ahead and tell me.
Yeah. So I go through a lot of YouTube holes if you don't know already. So like I just find out really random cool stuff.
Uh-huh.
Right. Gross. So I'm pretty sure you know exactly what I'm going to say then, since you I said Foster the People. So I found a video that explains the meaning of their one popular song, "Pumped Up
Yeah, yeah.
Kicks," and it's literally
Yes.
just about being like taking on the mentality of being a school shooter.
Well, yeah, it's literally about
Yeah,
Sandy Hook.
I didn't know it was about Sandy Hook,
Yeah,
but
that's what they were saying in like one of the video things,
it's
that he wrote it like about Sandy Hook when he saw it, and like kind of like generalized it in the song a
yeah,
little. Like he wasn't like, my name is John.
yeah, but it's
But
so I didn't really listen to them, but I think everyone knows that song. So it was just like really weird to just watch the video and realize like there's this really happy song that's like
yeah, yeah. It was so
incredible.
funny. I'm definitely like a fake fan. I'll say that right now because I really only know Pumped Up Kicks and like 2 other songs.
Yeah,
I mean, even then I'm forgetting to name them.
it's I think that's everyone's general agreement though.
It's that one, Don't Stop, and then like one other one. That's their super famous one. I'm looking up a top 10. Oh, I don't know. I can't. It's not even on this. There's Waste, and I know the album cover, but I'm not totally sure.
Yeah. Well, yeah,
But
it's
yeah,
crazy.
that was really interesting, and people should definitely check that out. I had no clue. I mean, I always listened to it and was like, "This song is really dark." Like
Yeah.
he's talking about shooting people with nice sneakers. Like,
It just sounds like where we grew up.
I know. But I was always like, yeah, he's talking about like just murdering people. Like, is this how he feels? Like,
No, yeah, it's weird. Um,
he has another song that's very it's about a very dark subject too. I mean, probably the whole all the songs. Like um but there's another song that is also based off of another incident that happened. But we'll have to look that up another time.
I agree. I was just gonna say we became a podcast about, let's see, books, toothpaste, McDonald's, chopping trees, and I guess school shooting somehow in 150 minutes.
Yeah,
So
no, 150 minutes.
150 minutes, an hour and 15 minutes. Yeah. Sorry, my brain deteriorated during this podcast.
That's what I was gonna say. In 110 minutes. Well, maybe 120 if we get this 2 hour mark.
I mean, if you want to vamp for 9 more minutes, then
Well,
by
we
all
still don't
means.
have a name.
I know it's. I don't think it's something that we'll figure out on this episode.
Nameless, the podcast. Um, I'm pretty sure that's a movie or something. But yeah, I don't know. Are we putting disaster in the name?
Maybe, maybe not. Sorry, I put myself on mute so you don't hear
Oh yeah, you're typing like.
because I mechanical keyboards cannot be tip tapped silently.
Wait a minute. I just muted. Unless you paused, but I muted myself to see and it muted you.
Try it again. I Can you hear me?
Oh, never mind. You just paused.
Yeah. No, I
It was
did.
just such perfect timing that I was like, wait, did I just mute him? Like, you're like, I just didn't want to hear people typing my key. All right.
So yeah, unfortunately, the Nameless podcast is a thing, and their
Which is
episode
sad.
on June 26th talked about Naruto.
Ooh, I want to watch that one.
It was 4 hours and 9 minutes
I've
long.
I've been watching.
It was
Well,
4 hours long.
we only have 6 minutes, but we'll talk about Naruto next time.
I don't watch it. Just a
It's
nice
it's fine. I'll
preview.
just tell you all about it.
That wasn't a
Oh.
preview for you. It was a preview for everyone else. All the three people that will probably listen to this.
Well, no, because my brother started watching it, and yeah, it's I'm reliving my childhood. He started from the beginning and watched like all 500 episodes.
Damn.
Yeah, like Naruto, and they had the second series Shippuden. But yeah, I'm reliving my childhood through him watching it, and it's crazy how much I remember. I remember more about that than I do the Harry Potter movies. That's for sure.
Crazy.
Like he'll be like, "Oh yeah, that's when this guy came out," and I'm like, "Oh, Madara Uchiha," and he's like, yeah." Like, how do you know that? And I'm like, "Oh, I don't know. I just remember." Like, and that was in high school or something.
Yeah,
Yeah, we were like in high
that's.
school.
I don't. I think before that.
Probably. Probably. But we still don't. No, we'll just be the Naruto podcast.
Okay.
Narucast. What?
I couldn't imagine being a part of a podcast where I have no. I can't talk about it. Like
You just listen. You're part of the audience. Let's name it 60 minutes. No, 24.
24. Then we'll have
I
a
don't know.
sequel podcast called 25.
Didn't they? Oh, no, no. I was like, isn't that what they did with the show? But that doesn't make sense. then it just goes into the next day a little.
This is a disaster.
See, that should be the name. This is or the disaster podcast or project or disaster cast. Oh no, disaster cast was taken. It was like tornadoes. It was literally like serious news. Like, listen to this podcast to know if a tornado is coming to your home.
I like the name, but I just don't know how I feel being compared to a tornado podcast.
We'll never win.
Yeah.
I don't know. Oh my gosh, what's this dude from All Time Low? Do you know that?
Yes. Alex something something.
Alex Gertrude.
Gertrude.
No, it is Alex Gaskarth.
Yeah.
So when I told Ashley the name of our podcast, she was like, "Oh, that's like, oh, I feel like that's nothing like their podcast." Oh, so she was like, "Oh, that's like this guy's podcast or something." They just came with one. But I'm trying to see. They just put on a new podcast. They used to be Crash Test Live is their new podcast. That's not very similar to Disaster.
Not at all.
I guess Crash Disaster. Because they used to have a podcast called Full Frontal. But Amy Sedaris took that name for her TV show. Do you know who Amy Sedaris is?
I know it was something, but I thought
Is
it was.
Amy Sedaris?
I don't know who that is. So I couldn't answer. But it
No, I was totally wrong. It's Samantha Bee.
oh. Either way, I don't know who that is.
You don't know who either of those people are.
I don't know people.
Amy Sedaris is I'm probably totally wrong, but she's like from SNL or something.
You're probably right.
Nope, I was wrong. Her breakout role was as Jerry Blank in the Comedy Central series Strangers with Candy. And the prequel film Strangers with Candy. They named the movie the same thing as the series?
That's what Catfish did.
Oh yeah. Oh, she was in BoJack Horseman. I really liked that show. It was dark but funny.
I never watched it, but maybe we could talk about that next time.
It was really good. Next time on Game Drums.
Damn it.
All right, I can't believe we did this for 2 hours.
Yeah.
We only planned for an hour. I told my wife I would only abandon her for an hour. But
yeah. Megan was already asleep. So I don't feel as bad.
You know, Ashley's more like you. I'm more like Megan. I would normally be asleep right now, and she would be up.
It's fair.
But since we moved to this house, my sleep schedule's been crazy.
Yeah, and
yesterday we went to sleep at like 4, and then I woke up this morning at 10.
That sounds fantastic, though.
Waking up at 10 or going to sleep at 4?
Going to sleep at 4. Not so much waking up at 10.
Well, I'm sure you wake up at like 8 or 9.
Depends on the day.
Isn't that like nice sleeping in for you? I mean, on a work day.
You know, yeah. Megan lets me sleep in sometimes. It's nice.
Oh, and she responds to your emails or something?
Not work. I meant on weekends. But
I was like, oh, how's that work? Because I couldn't sleep in because I had a 9 o'clock meeting every day that I would wake up at 8:55 for.
Yeah. I mean, that's still what I do on my 9 o'clock meeting.
Oh, so you have one too, like super, like as soon as the day.
It's like 2 times a week, but yeah.
Oh no, mine was every day. Oops, just broke something.
Yeah, that's horrible. It's just like, hey, make sure you do something today, okay?
Kinda. That's literally what it was like.
Yeah. Just want to make sure you're not sleeping.
You're awake. Yeah, I was gonna say. Just want to make sure you're awake. That's pretty much what it was, and literally, it worked because there were times my boss would text us, and he would always text us really early, and he'd be like, "Hey guys, the 9 o'clock meeting is canceled," and I'd be like, "Dope." and I'd shut off all my alarms. And wake up at like 10:30 or 11.
Yeah, that's.
So 29, 28, 27.
Wow, we really vamped for almost 9 minutes,
We did.
but we still don't have a damn name.
When you say vamp really quick, 20 seconds, I think of when I played music and then I would hear the cues in my ear and it would go, vamp. Keep going. Vamp.
What?
Because we'll explain this next time. No, I'm going to write it down.
Okay, please, because what the hell? I don't know what you're talking about.
All right. That's the end of our first episode of Insert This Podcast Name here.
Yeah, maybe we'll have one next time. Don't say that.
Hey, I'm grumpy.
Yeah, I totally want to cease and desist from. Anyway.
All right. See you next time.
See you next time.